Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Finding Nemo the Dark Ride. Thank you guys again, as always, for your amazing comments in the last episode. You guys are such a great support, especially with the fraud situation that is going on with my YouTube channel. You guys are really amazing, and really thank you guys so much for everything you do. I really appreciate that, and yeah, you guys just are amazing. That being said, we are jumping into the second episode of the Finding Nemo Dark Ride, and I am really happy with all your feedback. You guys really love it. A lot of you guys also did predicted this dark ride when we were building in the Monsters Inc. Dark Ride. You guys, there were a lot of people saying Finding Nemo, and I had to laugh so hard, like, oh, I can't tell anything, and it was so funny. So yeah, Finding Nemo it is, and I'm so happy you guys are as excited as I am and that you like it so far. We did do a lot of characters in the first episode, but we will continue with a few characters in this episode too, because while I was building, I thought, oh, I need to make that little squid. I don't even know. I think it's a girl, but it could also be a guy. I'm not really sure, but she is called Pearl, and I think it feels like more of a female name, Pearl, but I'm not really sure though, because I was listening to a little fragment on YouTube, and it also could be a guy if you listen to the sound of the voice. Well, I didn't hear that much. It was only like 9 seconds, but that was the reason I was doubting, because I wasn't really sure what it was. But at least it sounds so cute. She says like, oh, you guys make me ink. So I thought, okay, I have to do something with the ink, even though there is no movement at all, which is such a pity, because I really would love to have moving stuff going on. But the only thing that is moving, unfortunately, is the ink itself, of course. So I hope you guys do remember what it's referring to and you like the idea of it. And also there is a scene, I'm not really sure about that scene still, because that is the scene where Nemo get caught in a net. But I'm not sure, because it is a small dark ride, so in the end there isn't really any room to create a scene where they will save Nemo. So I did put it in, but in the end we could also just delete the scene at all and just have like a Nemo ride referring to some stuff of the movie, but it's not like the complete story, because that will be like a super big dark ride, so it's not really doable, I guess, for the amount of space we have. But I'm so excited. In the end of this video, or halfway of the video, you will see me creating Crush, the huge turtle, and I think it looks, again, as I said in the previous episode, I think it really looks funny, and you really do recognize it in a way. Obviously it's not like an exact replica, because that is, for me at least, impossible with the art pieces, but I think you all will very laugh about the face of him, even though it could also look a little bit like a lizard or something like that, at least some kind of different animal. But I think if you see the complete version of it, I think you guys will like it. But you will have to wait until the next episode, because there we will have like a huge I think it's like the main scene with like so many different characters going on. Lots of well, we have one big turtle, so that's Crush, and then you have all the little ones, and you have Dory and Nemo and his dad, and it just really looks super cute. And I think that is the scene I'm most proud of from the ride itself, because it looks just amazing. But there's just no room anymore to have the saving scene from the movie, so I might just I might just delete the scene where you see Nemo being caught in a net. I was already trying it over here, but in the end I ended up with creating Pearl instead. So I think in the end, I think we will have a nice story. We will also have just some small scenes with some sharks, which I'm not gonna show you all because then it will spoil everything from the dark ride, right? But it's gonna be there's just a little fragment of the excitement in the ride, and then we will just end with like a huge main scene, and afterwards you will have like a small but pretty funny scene, but you will see that all later in the series, obviously. And as I said in the last episode, I was creating the building itself. It's gonna take me way more time because the logo is pretty hard and I'm already working on it for like 2 hours or so. It really takes a long time to create the Finding Nemo logo. But the building is inspired by the Tokyo Disney Sea Nemo and Friends Sea Rider that is opened in 2017, if I'm right. So I'm really happy I used that for inspiration, even though it's a lot of work. Trust me, it's a lot of work, and it's not like the complete round buildings and that kind of stuff. I mostly use like the right big building. I will link an image in the description so you guys know if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now. So hopefully you like that. I'm really excited to show you guys the outside of the area, even though it's not done yet. Hopefully I have some days off, so hopefully I can continue it as soon as possible. So yeah, okay, I'm rambling. Oh, before I start jumping into your comments, yesterday I saw the movie Vaiana, and that apparently is the same one as Moana. I think I pronounced that right, and it happens to be that there are 2 different names for that movie because of copyright, whatever reasons. So it makes sense that I haven't seen the movie Moana before, because it's also called different, at least in the Netherlands it is, and for what I've heard also in Europe or something like that. But I did see the movie. I loved it. It was really an amazing movie to see. Especially, I think my most favorite part were like the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes, because then you could see like the total beauty of the islands, the underwater world, and obviously baby Vaiana was just super cute and like it's melting your heart. So it was really amazing. I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites. Well, I do think that graphically it looks stunning, and then it is definitely one of my favorites. But story-wise, I don't think it's my favorite movie. But I don't know. It was a good movie, but it wouldn't be a movie that I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this for 100 times. And obviously, I was looking at it like, okay, is there any way for me to use this for a dark ride? And I didn't really feel that, but afterwards I was looking at Rapunzel, and that movie is definitely more of a favorite of mine, and I really love that one. It's more of the fairy tale, like with the castle and all the small houses, and obviously the tower she lives in. It's just super cute, super gorgeous, and I really attempt to use her in the future for a dark ride. I'm not saying it will be after the Nemo dark ride, but it could definitely be, because I don't know, I just really loved it. But I'm not really sure yet, so don't pay me on this, but but it's gonna be a lot of fun for sure. The things we're gonna do in the future, like as I said in earlier episodes, I'm really feeling that I'm getting more of a hand of using the art pieces. So yeah, I'm really tempted to do more dark rides, but we should not forget also to build in the other parks we have, and also just the outside, because it's not really that much of progress you make when you are building a dark ride, because it's mostly underground and it's like a big building, but that's it. So yeah, we also need to get back to the park building itself, but I'm just so much having fun. So yeah, for now, I'll just keep building the dark rides until I'm like, okay, now I really need a break from the dark rides, and then we're gonna continue the other parks too. It's gonna be super excited, guys. Okay, now let's jump into your comments. I got a comment from Titanium. You should just make like a cool roller coaster like Test Track at Epcot, where it's a mix between a roller coaster and a dark ride. That will be so cool to see. I actually had to look that up. Like, I really had no idea. Obviously, I haven't been on Epcot yet. I will be next year, and I really like that ride. I was also like looking at it. Okay, maybe I could ride this one because I'm not really a roller coaster fan. Well, I'm just too scared. And I was like, okay, I could do that. And then at the end part, it's going like, what is it, 65 miles per hour? And I was like, I'm not really sure if I want to do that. But in the end, when I drive my car, I am also driving even faster at some point. So I was like, why am I so scared of doing those rides? Like, I have no idea. So I should definitely go and try that ride myself. But you are so right. I really could use those kind of rides as inspiration for some dark rides. Like when we have some more space, like these dark rides, what we are building now, they are just really limited in the amount of space we have. I don't want them to make super big because they are like in the middle section of the DeLady's studio, so not at the outer section. So yeah, when we get to the outer sections, I could definitely see if we can have some more space for those kind of awesome rides. Like I'm really looking forward to create those kind of rides too. And also for like the sci-fi area, I would definitely want to create a dark ride, coaster ride inspired by Space Mountain. Obviously not the outside, because well, honestly, I never can compete with the Space Mountain of Rudy Rancano. That one is just super amazing that he created. It's almost like unreal. Well, it does look like super real. That's the whole point. And so yeah, I'm not even gonna try. We could even try to use that as an example, but do create our totally different Space Mountain-ish ride. That would be cool, I think. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to have definitely some faster rides with like those lights you see in Test Track 2, and just having something awesome. Like I've seen a bunch of those kind of POVs in Planet Coaster with using the lights, and especially like Tommy T, he made amazing dark rides. So I will definitely use that as some inspiration, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna have lots of fun. But thank you so much for the idea, because I really didn't know about Test Track. So I've seen it now and I like it, and maybe I will even ride it in real life next year. I'm so excited to go there, and I just really have to push my boundaries again. I'm super scared, but I should go there and I should drive those rides. I'm not going in coasters, but some of them I should really try, right? Fab Studio says, hi DeLady, I've been following you since Koali Beach, but I have never taken the time to comment anything yet. I have never missed a video, and if it's possible, I would love to see a Guardian of the Galaxy dark ride. Love your channel, keep up the good work. Sorry for my English. Well, thank you so much. I honestly haven't seen the Guardian of the Galaxy, so I feel maybe a little bit ashamed, but I just have no idea. I know the name, but that's all I know. So I definitely need to dive into that before I can tell if that is something I would love to use for the channel. I believe it's super awesome, definitely, but I just haven't seen it. And please, for everyone that is commenting, please don't ever feel sorry for your English. Like, honestly, my English isn't perfect too, and I totally just appreciate you guys trying it, and I would never blame you, like, oh my gosh, what did you say, what are you writing? Like, obviously I always find it a lot of fun when people comment in French or in German or whatever. I don't speak those languages at all. I even had a comment in Arabic, I think that's pronounced right. And I don't speak Arabic, but I always use Google Translate, and I always try to reply back with Google Translate because it's just so much fun. So don't worry. Like, hopefully I'm not getting like 100 comments now in Spanish, German, and French, but the ones that I do have I really enjoy, and I always try to use Google Translate to get back to you. And if I don't understand because of Google Translate, or you don't understand me, well, at least we try, right? And just appreciate the effort everyone is putting into their comments. So really, seriously, don't worry about your English. Mine isn't perfect, and we're here just to have fun, and it's not about grammar. We're not at school, so don't worry about that. I just really appreciate all of your comments. So thank you so much for your effort, Fab Studio. I really appreciate it. Magic Production says, well, you continue to blow our minds with your awesome creations. I'll echo what others have said before. Your bubbly and kind personality is really refreshing to hear, see on YouTube. Keep up the good work. On a different note, when will Planet Coaster add a flume ride with wide boats similar to It's a Small World or Pirates of the Caribbean? Surprised they haven't done it. These ride systems are essential to any Disney park and would give creators like you a whole new ride system to work with. Oh, I totally agree on you. Like, I don't work for Frontier, so I have no idea if there are any plans for those kind of rides or that they are maybe already working on it. I really have no idea. The only thing I really wish, like what I had with the Forbidden Jungle with that boat ride, is that you can't rotate it like you can do with the robot arm or the huntsman, and that is just super frustrating because when you want to create a POV, like a smooth POV, then you really need some kind of mechanic that you can rotate the boats or just choose the angles where it will start recording or anything like that, because it's just really hard to use those rides for really nice POV. So yeah, I'm just really hoping that we get new different boat rides and that kind of stuff where we can control it maybe a little bit more, or just more of a camera option where you can just say, okay, at this point I want to see this side of the track, or I want it to move from the one side to another. So I should really talk to Simdani about that, by the way. Never did, but I should really do that, because those things would make it so much easier to make awesome dark rides. So yeah, but I do agree, I really would love to see those kind of boat rides in Planet Coaster, and also like the Peter Pan ride we were talking about. I really wish we had like some kind of hanging dark ride, track ride that works a little bit the same as Peter Pan or the same as Droomvlucht in the Efteling, that you can also rotate the cars, but then it's a hanging track ride. That would be really amazing. Or just a coaster-ish thing, but then just really slow, but that you can also control the sides the cars are looking at. That would be just so amazing. So thank you. I do agree. I definitely agree. And thank you so much for your amazing compliments. That's... you don't even... it's just... You see, I don't even know what to say, because it just means a lot, and words cannot describe how much it means. Your amazing comments and your amazing compliments. Like, thank you. Red Mist says, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So, DeLady's Studios is slowly turning into Disneyland Pixarland. Is that what's going on? I don't mind that at all, but enough rambling. How are you? I still don't get how you are able to pull off all these amazing things. Please teach me. I'll pay for it. I had to laugh so hard, Red Mist. You and Kane are always so funny in the comment section. I know some people don't really, like, this is not sarcasm at all, but sometimes Kane does put in some really sarcastic comments, and I really always have to laugh about it. So don't worry, guys, if you see Kane or Red Mist saying funny things, I always just love it. And teach me. I really have no idea how I can teach you. Like, doesn't a speed build video already tell you most things of how I do things? I have no idea, and it's not perfect. I just really have no idea how to explain how I do this. I just have pictures next to me and I try to recreate it as much as possible, but it's super hard. I tell you that you really need to practice and practice and practice, and so as you can see, it's not perfect, but you're getting at some point there, I guess, and just keep trying. And that's the only thing I can say. It takes forever, it takes hours to create these kind of things, but in the end you are super happy with it. Like, it's not with drawing, you know. Drawing, I feel like drawing, of course you can practice that too, but I think in Planet Coaster, because it's all graphically and you just work with the arrows all the time, I think that's a lot more easier than just go and draw with pencils or paint or whatever. I think that is totally different. You can learn it both, but I do think that this is way easier, and this is and in the end accomplishable, how you say that, this is doable for everyone in my opinion. So just keep trying, Red Mist. You can do it, and hopefully I can help you a little bit with my speed builds. MK Creators Animation Studios says, first of all, awesome build as always. I love how you captured the details of Nemo and the other characters. They are so adorable. Second, in response to the Symbolica Dark Ride, I just mean the ride system, like the 3 cars that go different paths. So actually no actual reference to Symbolica at all, because in my opinion Symbolica isn't their best. Well, we talked about that. I do agree with you on that, but it makes sense what you're saying. So Symbolica has like 3 different stations, and they all go mostly the same track, but they do have some points that they split up. And I was thinking, like, I haven't tried this in Planet Coaster. I was thinking, like, is that even possible if you create like a very small station and then use a new track ride to use another small station, and then cover all the track systems itself? But obviously you do need 3 different entrances and 3 different exits. So it is really a challenge. I'm really tempted to start trying something out like that, because that would be super amazing to have something that works like that. You can obviously cover all the stations, so it does not have to look like those are really 3 different rides covering itself. So I'm really tempted to start doing it. And if you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, please make sure to check out the Symbolica ride. I'm pretty sure that other rides in Disneyland, because they were not the first with that Huntsman ride, but I'm pretty sure Symbolica isn't the only one that has this kind of system, does it? Is there anyone that is listening right now that has any idea like what kind of ride has the same system with like separate stations and different variety in the tracks? I do believe that I heard it somewhere. I'm not really sure. Oh well. Next comment is also the last comment I've written down, was Cannibal Unicorn. Your builds are so good. I don't think you realize how much your skills has developed the past few months, lady. Well done. Your creativity and positivity is inspiring me so much with my own park, so thank you. Well, you're welcome, and you are really right. Like, I feel indeed a lot improved. I'm still not there yet, but I really improved since 2 years ago when we started. But hey, I also have like 2,000 hours or something like that in Planet Coaster right now, so it would be very bad if you wouldn't improve after 2,000 hours, right? Like, comparing to City Skylines, I have like maybe 100 or 2. No, I have more hours in City Skylines. I have no idea how many, but comparing to, for example, Strict Toaster and Flux Strands, they are really good in using all the mods and stuff in City Skylines, and they also have like 2,000 hours in City Skylines, but they have like maybe a few 100 hours in Planet Coaster. And I think there's just a difference. Like, the more you play a game, the more advanced you get in using the pieces. But still, I'm not there as I would love to be, but I am just really happy that these art pieces can really make a difference for our The Lady in Wonderland, DeLady's Studios, and not really the Forbidden Jungle. I don't really think that we're gonna use that many art pieces in that part, but who knows, maybe we will. That would be really awesome. But thank you so much for the compliment. So guys, we are in the end, well, almost in the end of the video. I'm gonna wrap it up. I really would like to thank you guys so much for your amazing comments. Keep them coming. Let me know what you think of these new scenes we've created. And also, well, you don't really see it that much also in cinematic shots, but hopefully you can tell a little bit about Crush the turtle from Finding Nemo, and you will see him back in the next episode where we're gonna create like the main scene I just told you guys about. And I really love that scene. I really am super excited to show you guys too, so stay tuned for the next one. Make sure to subscribe if you already haven't, and leave a like at the video if you do. And I really just hope to see you guys all in the next episode. Bye guys.